Rideshare buddy out on the road, helping each other lighten the load. Tips and tricks, yeah, the knowledge flows in this grind where the journey glows.
Hi and welcome back to the channel. This is Rideshare Buddy UK. My name's Kevin and it's a glorious Friday today. It's 25th of July, Friday. Time's got 11:15. I'm heading over to the Ionity to do a charge at Mega because today is Friday, it's race day, and it's one of the most popular nights at the race day. We had Ladies' Day a couple of weeks ago, but tonight it is Rum and Caribbean night, Rum and Reggae night. So first race is about 3 o'clock, so people will be going in around 1 o'clock onwards. It might be a bit busy. Last race is 9:15. Whether I'm going to stay that long, I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. But after the racing, Levi Roots of Reggae Source fame and Dragon's Den fame is doing a DJ set for an hour. So really, people aren't going to be leaving probably at about 10 o'clock tonight, especially with the weather the way it is now, because it's looking like a glorious day and a great day starts the weekend. Now, Reggae Levi Roots is doing some cooking demonstrations before the racing starts. And I've checked the ticket sales and all of the hospitality has sold out. So it should be a good day. There's still plenty of tickets for normal race goers. But hospitality, which starts at £109 per person and goes up to about £180 per person, depending on which hospitality tent you're going to or on the balcony, they've all sold out. So, should be a good number there today, and I should imagine with the weather being the way it is, we should see quite a lot of people turning up. But I'm going to head off to Ionity. I've got 54% left at 166 miles. But if we are going to have a busy day today, I want to be fully charged up, so I don't end up during the busiest time having to plug into a BP over at Marks and Spencer's in Chepstow. So let's head off to Ionity. Right, so I've arrived at Ionity, doing the charge up. It's 52% to 90% is 19 minutes. It's hitting 145 kilowatts charge. Those two in front of me are both not working. Pumps or chargers 5 and 6. This last week I've driven past here a few times, and this charging station has had a hammering since the schools have been off. Probably 2 pumps out of action now, leaving only 4. And this is Friday. In a couple of hours, this place is going to be packed full of cars needing to charge, and there's only 4. The summer holidays are a bad time to have an EV. The charging network isn't yet up to coping with that peak holiday season. Especially here, where you've got these 4 chargers left, 2 out of action, and only one 50 kilowatt charger at Mega services. Not good. But still, there you go, that's the way it happens sometimes, 6 weeks holiday. But say that, even on a bank holiday, it's packed full, this place is normally. We definitely need 12 chargers, so yeah. We definitely need some Ionity in the centre of Newport. Centre of Newport's got 4 new ultra chargers about to open up. The new home base has 3 which are run by Zest. 65p kilowatt hour means I won't be using them. I don't know who's running the other couple. I haven't seen yet. But the new home base has, I think, 3 ultra chargers and a bank of about 10 slow chargers, again from Zest. Not the cheapest, not the most expensive, certainly nowhere near as expensive as Sainsbury's and the likes, at 65p. They're on a par with Dragon, but none of them even touch Tesla at 36 pence, and don't come anywhere close to Ionity at 44 pence, 43 pence, and are way, way higher than BP at 49 pence as an Uber driver. Still, that's the way it goes. And sometimes you just have to acknowledge the fact that EVs are not as easy to charge as petrol or diesel are to fill up. But I love the ride of an EV, so I don't mind having a little bit of hassle. But there again, I'm semi-retired. I have the time to sit around. If you're a family man, you've got children to bring up, you can't sit around an hour a day charging up a car or waiting for a charge location. You need to be out on the road earning money. So, yeah, still a long way to go yet, but it's getting there. So, a quick update on my road rage attack. I have contacted Otto Cars on a couple of occasions requesting footage from the dash cam, and they haven't even bothered replying to me yet. I called them this morning. They've got till 2 o'clock to get hold of me and talk to me about this, because at 2 o'clock, any time after 2 o'clock, my solicitor is going to be submitting a disclosure order to the Magistrates Court to force Otto to release the footage. If they don't want to be hit with charges, because they haven't bothered even to reply to my requests, I'm going to be applying for costs to be awarded against Otto. Normally, if you apply for disclosure, you pay the cost yourself. But if the other company blatantly refuses to get into contact with you or communicate with you, there is the option there of applying for costs to be awarded against them. So only about £600-700 in costs I'll be applying for. But yeah, not to get this dash cam video, the CCTV video, external CCTV video, we're all set then ready to go for private prosecution if needed. I've been in touch with Gwent Police, even though the case is now being handled by British Transport Police. It was initially dealt with by Gwent Police, so I've contacted them requesting evidence disclosure of one, the 999 call I made to the police, and two, any evidence they gathered during that initial investigation, which could either hinder or help my case. So, just waiting back from Gwent Police. Once we get the footage from Otto Cars, we're all set to go. And most importantly at all, I'll be able to find out who exactly this guy is that has so much control over the police. I mean, at the time when it was happening, the police were talking about seizing this taxi, this car, at the request of another person. What other person has that sort of power over the police to tell them to go and seize somebody's car when they had no right to seize it? There was no basis for seizure, but they were threatening to seize the car. I think it's all part of that aim of getting me to withdraw my charges of road rage against the guy, because they're doing a hell of a lot to protect him, and to stop the charges from progressing. So, I don't know, we'll find out as soon as I get this dash cam footage. I'll have photographs of him, I'll grab some screenshots of him, and I'll post them on Facebook and ask, who is this guy? Because the police aren't going to disclose who he is, because as a prosecution witness, he does have right to protection. But I will be able to take screenshots and post them on Facebook, local Facebook groups, and ask if anybody knows who this guy is, because I need to serve warrants on him. See if we can get any response from that. But anyway, that's all to come today. It's a nice sunny day. We got the races on, and I cannot believe that next week it is August. August already. So it should be a good weekend. It's payday weekend, so people have money on. Newport has a 3-day music festival on at Beechwood Park, so that should sort of boost things up, make things a little bit busy. Last weekend it was a big splash weekend in Newport. Didn't really have that much of an impact on business, really. this week has been steady, not great, steady. I've been hitting 120, 130 pounds on a 6-hour shift. I'm not staying out longer than 6 hours. It's just not the work out there to keep me going. So I've been making me 100, 120, and then I've been calling it a day going home. But Maxymo is in operation today. I've got Maxymo on. I had Maxymo on all of last week. Fares have been very low. A lot of fares coming out were around the 130, 140 mark. Not much at all in the 160 and above mark. So today I might lower my mileage rate down to 150 a mile. Maxymo will be on, minimum fare £5. Nothing into central Bristol. Don't want to be caught up in the traffic today. It's Friday afternoon, so I'll be very careful as to what Bristol jobs I take. If I get any jobs from Chepstow down to Newport, I'll take the old road. I shan't go down the motorway. Not after 12 o'clock, that's when it starts to build up. Yeah, so generally, let's see if we can make £150 today. We'll make a little bit more, we'll see what happens. But that's it, let's just finish off 11 minutes to go, and I'll be charged up, and we'll be on our way. I'll do the normal music and roll the Uber rate cards, and we'll see what happens. I might take a break, we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, just to say that last week I've had quite a few of taxi caller jobs coming in, so that's picking up quite nicely now. I'm handing out cards, go around the pubs, go around hotels, getting the word out, and I am doing, most days we'll produce 2 or 3 taxi caller jobs now. So yeah, looking good, because of course that's all at full retail price, and I'm not giving Uber 40% share of it.
Chepstow streets, they hum so low. The wheels they turn, but time won't go. I watch the clock, it's moving slow. I'm riding through a sleepy haze, picking dreams upon Chepstow cruise on a quiet day, naps between the stops we play. A castle watches from the hill. The air is cool, the town is still. The app it pings, I chase the thrill. Down, the world's a breeze. Every mile feels like ease. I'm riding through a sleepy haze, picking dreams upon my way. Chepstow cruise on a quiet
Right, I think I might have made a mistake coming into Chepstow so early. It's been absolutely dead here. I've been here 2 hours and I've taken £25.67. Which isn't yet quite busy enough for the races. First race is until 3 o'clock. But I've been looking at the map and Newport has been really busy and in surge and stuff. This is it. With this channel, you get the good and the bad. I made a bad mistake. I can't cover that up. I should have stayed in Newport much later and then come over to Chepstow a lot later when the race goers were coming. There's no general work at all in Chepstow at the moment. But yeah, not great. Let's go off and have a quick break and 2 jobs. It's not going to pay the bills, is it? Well, I've just taken a taxi caller booking for this evening at 6:15. So that's quite nice. It's in Newport, so we'll have to be in Newport by then. And to be honest, I'm going to have some lunch. And then I think I'm going to just go back to Newport. There's nothing happening here. And things are definitely in surge in Newport and Cumbraen. So I think... The thing is, now that I'm using Maxymo, I'm easily hitting £20 an hour or more. £22, £23 an hour really on average. I don't need to be coming out to Chepstow. Before, well, I was trying to guess at jobs. I needed to because they're better paying jobs over this way. But now I'm just cherry picking like crazy. I don't need to come out this way. So, what I'm probably going to do is I'm just going to have some lunch. I've got Uber on Comfort and UberX Priority. I'll stick on UberX while I'm having lunch, just in case it gets me back to Newport. And then after Newport, I'm just going to head back. So after lunch, I'm just going to head back to Newport. See, in this channel, I tell you when I make bad mistakes and when I've made a failure. And today, I made a big mistake by coming over here. But this is the life of a Uber driver, or any rideshare driver, or private eye driver. You've got to try and guess where the work is. And sometimes you get the guess wrong. And I got it wrong today. It's just the way it is. But I've not heard anything back from Autocars. So after I've had something to eat, I'll give my solicitor a ring and tell him to get a move on and get those warrants submitted to the magistrates, the disclosure orders, and we'll see if we can get the costs recovered as well from Otto, because they haven't bothered to contact me at all or even acknowledge my requests. So that should give me the ability to get my costs back through them. But let's go and grab some lunch. It's just coming up to 2 o'clock. And we'll head back to Newport at about 2:30 and see what we can pick up now that there's music festivals on down at Beechwood Park. And of course it is a payday Friday, so it should be busy. Well, it's 2:25 and I've just had a job coming from Uber from the station up to the racecourse, £3.15. How you doing that? So I've turned that down. I've turned off UberX. I've just got Uber Priority and Comfort on. I'll give it 10 minutes. If it's not picking up, I'm heading back to Newport. Because I've got some taxi caller work coming. So I want to head back over there and hopefully it'll be a little bit busier than it is here. But the one thing I've noticed in Newport, I mean, I know Chepstow, there's been about 3 new taxi companies open up. Well, when I say taxi companies, 3 new drivers have come online. Now, with Monmouthshire, people tend to go for the Hackney carriage because it's dual licence, and if you have dual licence, you might as well get your car plated up as a Hackney carriage rather than a private hire and pick up on the streets. So there's 3 more taxis now in Chepstow, which means Chepstow's quite well covered now for taxis. So I think the ability to make money by coming out here on race day is going to start diminishing. So I might not bother coming across in future. Also in Newport, this year, I mean it's what, July, this year there's been at least three, possibly four new private hire companies open up. So what I think's happening is that drivers have just had enough of the fares that Uber are paying. They're leaving Uber and they're setting up on their own. They're getting their own operator's licence. Maybe a group of them have got together to open up there. Maybe it's just a one-man band like me. But I think because the fares are now so low on Uber, people are now launching their own businesses and going into competition with Uber. So more taxi companies, that's going to be good. The more people decide to go it alone and earn that extra money, the better it is for the local economy, because more money stays local in the UK rather than being shipped off over to America to be spent in tax havens and tax avoidance schemes and not paying tax and stuff like that. So it's good to see that there's lots more local companies opening up, purely because Uber aren't paying the drivers enough to live on. So that's good news. Well, I'm going to give it 5 more minutes and then I'm heading off to Newport and we'll see what we can grab in Newport. I might go around a few pubs with the cards. I do have a few cards available for the taxi caller, so I might shoot around a few pubs. I've also got my airport transfer card with my number on. If you're in Newport, want to go to the airport, there you go. So I've got my airport number cards and also my taxi caller app cards. So taxi caller is definitely picking up, which is good because I need it to with the way Uber is going. So 5 more minutes and I'm heading off to Newport. Okay, so that's it. It's 2:30. I'm going to head back to Newport. Big mistake. It happens. These things happen. So let me set my Maxymo filters for Newport. What I'm going to do is on my Uber filters, I am going to do auto accept and auto reject. Doesn't seem to be working too well at the moment, the reject, but I can always manually reject. So on Uber, Uber X, Uber Assist and Uber Comfort. We've got Uber Green as well. Oh, we don't have Uber Green in Newport. We've got no Uber Electric or Uber Green, which is a shame. But let's have a look. My rate per mile has to be a minimum of £1.50. So I would prefer £1.60, but I'm not too sure how busy it's going to be, even though it's payday. Minimum fare is going to be £5, nothing less than £5. I may change that to £4.50, depending on how busy or how unbusy it is. Passenger rating 4.5. Pick-up distance, so nothing more than 2 miles away. I do sometimes drop that down to 1 mile in the rush hour, because I don't really want to be going around 2 miles in rush hour traffic. So auto decline is switched on. So one of the things I use in zone filter for auto decline. Now I don't go to central Bristol. I just don't. The roads and cycle paths and the cyclists are the people on bikes in Bristol, central Bristol, are stupid and dangerous. So I don't go to central Bristol at all. Either to pick up or to drop off. So that's done. The best thing with Maxymo is that you can do multiple areas. Friday, I stay away, well, most days in rush hour, I stay away from Cardiff. So let's draw my central Cardiff. I don't want to go to Church and Pentry or went to Penarth and can go around the edge, but central Cardiff, I just don't go. Too much traffic. So let's draw up my filters for both pick up and drop off. So there you go, that's my Cardiff filters in place. So 2 zones stops. Upfront earnings needs to be £5 or decline. Actually, it's 4.99 decline. Per mile rate is 1.49 decline. Passenger rating 4.4 decline. Pickup distance is 1.99 decline. So those are my filter set up, ready for today. I'm going to go back to Newport now along the Chepstow Road rather than the motorway, because it's after 12 o'clock, which means the M4 traffic will be building, and we can avoid that by going down the Chepstow Road. Maybe pick up some jobs around Undy, Caldicott, Langstone. We'll see what happens. But let's switch on Maxymo, switch on Uber, and let's go to Newport.
Sun slides low over Newport City. Tires hum soft as I circle around. Shoppers with bags, heels click on the ground. Tap the app, next stop's inside. The AV hums, the dashboard's light. It's just me, my car, and the Friday scene. Driving rideshare, Newport's alive. Shiny streets where the stories thrive. Meals and pubs.
Well, that's it. Not a great day, a pretty awful day in fact, because I made that mistake. Should have gone over to Chepstow, but I've paid the price. It's 7:10, so I've been out just over 7 hours, and I've done £91.64 on Uber and £6 something, or £6.80 or something on Taxi Corner. So a total of about £98 in 7 hours. Not good, but it happens. When I got back into Newport and I went back onto Maxymo, it really did help. I mean, that's really what's pushing up those earnings. If I stay out later, I think it's going to be quite a good night. Newport's got the grey mist all over it, a couple of events on, so I think you're in for a good night, but I'm not going to stay out. I've been out 7 hours, and it's not been good. But that's the way it is with Uber, even with Maxymo. You're going to get your bad days as well as your good days. So today's just been bad, and that's really down to me making the choice to go over to Chepstow. I shan't be doing that again. I don't think I'll be going back to the races over there at all. It's just not worth it anymore. So, that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show. I haven't heard anything back from Autocars, so I did let the solicitor know to push ahead with the warrant to try and get that CCTV footage. So I'll keep you up to date with that as how things go. But that's me finished for the night. So thank you for watching. Take care and safe driving.